Hello gang, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Happy to have you here. So what I want to do today is a fun one. I want to break down a recent project that we worked on. I'm going to break it down from a post-production perspective. We're going to watch the edit together. I'm going to show you some of the things that we're doing, some of the skills and techniques that we are employing within this video to essentially bring it to life and give a energy, a feel, and how we go about doing our event videos basically. So without further ado, we're going to dive into Resolve just here. We're going to watch the video together and then I'm going to break it apart kind of bit by bit and really pick out some notable sections and things that you may want to include if you're doing either event videos or live production videos, whatever that might be. Hopefully there's a lot of value and skills and techniques that you can extract from this video. So let's dive into Resolve. Welcome to Resolve. So you can see this project is Birmingham Black Business Show 2025. Let's dive in, let's watch the video together and then we'll break it down.
There's always been something special about this city that's drawn me in. The energy, the ambition, the deep sense of pride. Birmingham has a spark, and that's exactly why this show feels so at home here. Birmingham Black Business Show, this is the 4th year that has taken place. For me, the message remains the same. We're here to increase black talent within the business industry.
We can see the challenges that some black businesses do face, but also equally, we see the greatness, we see that entrepreneurial spirit.
A lot of people that I know certainly didn't grow up with business owners or professionals in their family. It's all about helping them impart some experience with them, help them to navigate those difficulties, and hopefully they can go and make sure their idea or their career is going to be really successful.
This place is just buzzing. There is so much innovation, commitment, there's so much curiosity. Why not ride some of that?
This is where you need to be inspired and to go to the next level of your journey.
Through competitions such as the Launchpad, it will really help and grow and scale your business.
The winner is Ria Who. Give it up!
To be able to stand up there as a mum who is an entrepreneur, with them in the room, seeing me as a black woman in business is so incredible.
And listen, I'm going to come next year to be on the Launchpad and I'm going to win.
We've already booked for London this year, so we'll be back next year again.
Would I be coming next year? Definitely, 100%.
It's been great.
In business, you're going to go through so many different things, and I really encourage people to celebrate those small wins.
Your day should be rich with people that go, yeah, that's such a good idea. That's how you build a community.
You cannot miss out on these opportunities. Make sure you're looking out for our London show and make sure you come to Birmingham Black Business Show 2022.
Cool, so there we go. Birmingham Black Business Show 2025 highlight video. So hopefully you enjoyed it. What I want to do now is basically kind of just break down section by section what we've done, the techniques that we've kind of employed to make the video flow nicely, to give a strong message, to contribute to more sponsors and visitors attending this event in 2026, which is essentially what the video is designed to do, right? So right off the bat, what we've got is a riser that then comes in to the point where the logo basically drops. So at that point where the logo drops and you can see that it drops in, you can hear that the riser basically goes up and then hits in at that moment. And then what we've got is the song, right? So we've got the song coming in as the logo hits, which I think is really important because it's like this is the first thing that people are going to see. And I think it's super important that you get an impact straight away, right? Call it a hook, call it what you want, but you've got basically a strong, emotional and engaging tie directly as you get into the video.
There's always been something special.
And that's when everything starts, is when that logo hits in, right? So that's just something we're doing here. You can see that right at the start, what I've done is basically pulled the founder of the company. I've pulled like his speech and basically just kind of added in a really strong intro message just here.
Special about this city that's drawn me in. The energy, the ambition, the deep sense of pride. Birmingham has a spark, and that's exactly why this show feels so at home here.
So you can see that I've cut out all the ums, all the ahs, and it's basically just snap, 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 core message of the video, right? Birmingham is the fact that it's, you know, it's inspirational, it's got impact, you know, the deep sense of pride that people have in being here. If you are from Birmingham and you're thinking about attending the show, which is called Birmingham Black Business Show, then you'll instantly connect with that message and it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the video. And then what I've got right here at the end is then basically the context to the person and who was saying it, right, which is Raphael, him on stage delivering his speech. So you hear it and you see the establishing shots, right, some wide establishing shots,
the energy,
and then we've got tight establishing shots just here as well. and then it goes into then Raphael, right? So everything that we're doing at the start is setting the tone for then the next kind of minute and a half or whatever it might be, you know?
Birmingham Black Business Show, this is the 4th year that it's taken place. For me, the message remains the same.
You can also see, like, I'm gonna promise that we'll get off the start in a minute, but this is where the music drops in. So you can see that, like, here is the intro to the song, and then over here is then when the music starts to actually be a bit more kind of engaging, right? And that's then when the smiles come in, the B-roll comes in, right? Everything then begins to kind of pick up from that point. So if you just watch this section just here, you'll hear what I mean. We're cutting to the pace of the music, we're showing smiles, laughter, and just giving that engaging tone to the video.
Show feels so at home here. Birmingham Black Business Show, this is the 4th year that it's taken place. For me, the message remains the same. We're here.
So you've immediately got a solid overview of exactly what this video is going to be about, right? It's quick, it's snappy, it's engaging, and it's ready to go, basically. It's getting the audience primed, you know?
Here to increase black talent within the business industry.
Again, here, core message, exactly what the video is meant to do, right?
We're here to increase black talent within the business industry.
We're here to increase black talent within the business industry. Like, couldn't be more clear in terms of what, like, what the hell is the mission, what's the purpose, what are we here to do, basically.
We can see the challenges that some black businesses do face, but also equally we see the greatness, we see that entrepreneurial spirit.
A lot of people that I know certainly did go up.
Now what I'm doing basically here is then going straight into challenges. So you've got the tone, you've heard the mission, and now it's like, okay, what problem are we solving, right? That's the story that I'm trying to tell here, is like, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? And ultimately, what's the biggest obstacle that's keeping us from moving forward right now? These interviews just here are specifically with the headline sponsor and then a gold sponsor. So straight in from HSBC and Lloyd's, essentially giving social proof, giving professional... Oh, no. If you can believe it, the camera just ran out of memory. Rookie error on my part. Let's dive back in. So yeah, like I was saying, HSBC and Lloyd's giving professional, social proof and credence to the organisation, essentially.
People that I know certainly did grow up with business owners or professionals in their family. It's all about helping them impart some experience with them.
This is a really key moment just here. You can hear that what I'm doing in the editing process, like this woman's expression, I think perfectly encapsulates what happens in the song. So it goes like, duh, right? Like, and she goes like this. So it's like, it's perfectly matched. And I think it really helps for the video and the audio, the visual and the auditory to really tie together, basically.
You grow up with business owners or professionals in their family. It's all about helping them impart some experience with them, helping them to navigate those difficulties, and hopefully they can go and make sure their idea or their career is going to be successful.
You can see here, we've got a cheeky cut that I don't think anyone has noticed, which is great. You know, like that's, you know, normally we would cover that with B-roll, but it just didn't make sense to do that. And I don't think that you can notice it. Let me know if you can notice it.
And hopefully they can go and make sure their idea or their career is going to be successful.
Luckily, the bloke didn't really move when he paused, right?
Make sure their idea or their career is going to be successful.
That's what I really like. I really like this match cut of the 3 exhibition stands with the smiles. I feel like you go from this kind of third person gimbal view, seeing what's happening, and people taking selfies and stuff like that. And all of a sudden we're pulled straight back into the real time like life of things with the actual people, and it just gives so much personality to the video. Like, I just love that.
Career is going to be successful.
Space is just buzzing. There is so much.
And then you hear that big cinematic boom. I think I've put that in. Yeah, I have. So that's a sound effect just there, that cinematic boom. But the reason why I did that is because I shortened the song and I kind of got to the bridge of the song, if you want to call it that. So we went from kind of the main dun 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 dun, and then it drops, and you needed something to, like, because it's such a difference in tone, you needed something to pull you out of it, right? And that's what the boom does just there, as well as the fact that I've chosen to cut straight into an interview, a different interview of a woman talking about a completely different thing. Like, now we're in the event, we're looking at it, like this place is buzzing, right? So I've kind of transitioned very apparently in this small section just here.
Space is just buzzing. There is so much innovation, commitment. There's so much curiosity. Why not ride some of that.
This is where you need to be.
So you can hear that because the music's kind of it's dropped down in terms of its pace, in terms of its tone. I've chosen to include all of the like establishing smiles, gimbals, and people interacting. Like it's slow-mo, it's parallax. It fits with the tone of the music, which I think a lot of people miss. Is like, how does your footage, what tone is your footage giving off, right? Is it high energy? Is it laughing? Can you hear what's happening? Or is it more kind of, you know, third person, sitting back, sweeping, and just much more elegant, right, in terms of its tone? And that's kind of what I've done right here, is put those shots in.
It's just buzzing. There is so much innovation, commitment. There's so much curiosity. Why not ride some of that?
This is where you need to be inspired and to go to the next level of your journey.
Through competitions such as the Launchpad, it will really help and grow and scale your business.
The winner is Ria.
So I'll come on to this section in a minute, but what I want to kind of talk about just here is what I've done from the A-roll perspective. So I've taken it from like basically the problems and the challenges and essentially what the company and organization, the mission and the values, of taking it from this very amorphous concept, and now with that hit and that new piece within the music and the new pace and the tone, we're now talking directly to the audience. And the reason why I've chosen to include it in this section specifically is because if they have already watched the past 30 seconds or so, I think maybe even a little bit longer, like 45 seconds, you can pretty much guarantee they're going to watch the rest of the video, because they're kind of over halfway, right? They've got sunk cost fallacy now because they've already invested 45 seconds of their time into it. So now these people are kind of primed and ready to hear, what is the event going to do for you? And I think from like a copywriter's perspective, you're always writing from like, what's in it for me? It's that perspective. And that's exactly what I'm doing here, is basically just saying, this place is buzzing. If you're not here, you need to be here. It can help you grow and scale your business. Like, it's all of those words now, right? Which I think is really important to kind of include.
This is just buzzing. There is so much innovation, commitment. There's so much curiosity. Why not ride some of that?
This is where you need to be inspired and to go to the next level of your journey.
Through competitions such as the Launchpad, it will really help and grow and scale your business.
The winner is Ria. Give it up.
Now you'll see what I've done to transition between, I'm really kind of showing you all the secrets now. So to transition between this section and the next section, I've got a slow-mo clip of the host, you would say, for the competition, and it matches the tone, pace, style of all this footage, which is the gimbal stuff, right? And then you match, or you're almost match cutting, because you've seen him and now you hear him, and then you see him again, and it makes total sense. And there's not like an apparent like, oh, you know, it's not obvious what I've done, if that makes sense. Like you may watch it and be like, oh yeah, that's obvious, but like I think a standard viewer wouldn't feel that way, you know?
Give it up to be able to stand up there as a mom who is an entrepreneur, with them in the room, seeing me as a black woman in business is so incredible.
Listen, I'm gonna come next year.
So obviously this is a huge section just here. It's this like competition that they run during the event, and basically this woman won, and essentially I've now, so you've heard what's in it for you, and then you're seeing now stuff that's happening at the event. You're getting that FOMO, and you're hearing how this woman, a regular woman who runs her own business, feasibly could be you, right, is then come here and won, and then all the opportunities that are going to come off the back of it.
Scale your business.
The winner is Ria.
Give it up to be able to stand up there as a
Obviously that crowd cheer is also fake as well, right?
mom who is an entrepreneur, with them in the room, seeing me as a black woman in business is so incredible.
Listen, I'm gonna come next year to be on the Launchpad, and I'm gonna win.
We've already booked for London this year, so we'll be back next year again.
Would I be coming next year? Definitely, 100%.
It's been great.
So these are what we call kind of like visitor vox pops, right? Directly into camera, you're kind of talking into the person rather than an interview, which is more third person. I love to include these in our event videos nowadays because they just add a different tone style. They're much more fast paced. I typically put them in about a minute in. And yeah, this is what I want to kind of talk about just here. This guy's was incredible. He said like, I'm going to be here next year. I'm going to be on that competition. I'm going to win. So that was a perfect way to transition out of that competition thing into then the visitor vox pops. But one thing that I don't normally do is have like obvious cuts, right, which I did here.
Yeah, to be on the Launchpad, and I'm going to win.
But the timing just didn't work out. So what I did was I just punched in on this clip ever so slightly. You can see if I So it was 1.08 versus 1, and it just helps to I think carry someone through. Like, it's not a cut where everything stayed the same, something's changed and it jumps back. And I think that it's almost like if you're going to cut and you're going to use that as a technique, and it's going to be really obvious, then just make it so obvious with that jump, right? And that's something that we've noticed within editing styles more and more recently. But yeah, I just think like really important to note that is just, if you're going to cut, then cut, right? Like, don't try and, like, if you're going to hide it, but if you're going to show it, then make it so obvious, you know, give it energy.
Come next year to be on the launch pad, and I'm going to win.
We've already booked for London this year again.
Would I be coming next year? Definitely, 100%.
It's been great.
In business, you're going to go through so many different things, and I really, really encourage people to celebrate those small wins.
Your day should be rich with people that go, yeah, that's such a good idea. That's how you build your community.
You cannot miss.
So those two are the headline speakers, and the founder, which is Raphael, he really wanted some kind of inspirational lines and motivational lines or educational, like, he wanted in the video, he wanted a snapshot of like what it would have been like to be in that talk. Now, what I want to show you is kind of like a director's cut. So with the first version that I did, you can see how many kind of versions we cycle through. There's also social ones in there as well. But what I really wanted was, let me see if this has it in just here.
Would I be coming next year? Definitely, 100%.
It's been great.
In business,
okay, it's this one. Like, let me know down in the comments what you think is better. Like, obviously, this kind of ties back into it may already be on the channel, but like how to deal with client feedback and stuff. But I really wanted it in there. It didn't end up happening. I think it gives much more energy into the video, and it is way more shareable and way more engaging, but they just didn't want it in there, and that's okay, you know. But yeah, I really like this bit, and just let me know what your thoughts are down below.
We've already booked for London this year, so we'll be back next year again.
Would I be coming next year? Definitely, 100%.
It's been great.
all right, now let's go, party time, let's go. All right, you can sit down now. Thank you, guys.
Yes, my people. My people here.
You cannot miss out on it.
Like, I love that. I feel like it gives so much energy and enthusiasm to the video, but like I said, the founder didn't want it, and that's okay. Like, you know, sometimes these things don't end up happening. But let's dive back in, finish off the edit.
In business, you're going to go through so many different things, and I really, really encourage people to...
One thing that I wanted to note as well is some of the clips have noise reduction on. Which one am I editing? It's this one. Some of the clips have noise reduction on, so I've removed it so that this video plays back really nicely for you guys to watch it, but just be aware if there are any noisy clips and you're going to call me out for it, I've already reduced them. So
in business, you're going to go through so many different things, and I really, really encourage people to celebrate those small wins.
Your day should be rich with people that go, yeah, that's such a good idea. That's how you build your community.
You cannot miss out on these opportunities. Make sure you're looking out for our London show, and make sure you come to Birmingham Black Business Show 2020.
So that's it, call to action at the end. You can't miss out, right? More FOMO, that was kind of what we really wanted to leave the audience with, was that fear of missing out. And yeah, just wrapping everything up with claps, smiles, laughter, signing off with the founder as well. And then obviously the logo sting that ties everything up. So that is pretty much it. If there is anything in here that doesn't make sense, let me know and I can make another video about it. But yeah, essentially the thing that we've really started doing with these event videos now is making them so much more fast-paced, i.e. we're using handheld footage, we're using 25 frame footage, I'm using diegetic audio as much as I can. We're limiting the amount of gimbal stuff that we do to purely establishings and smiles and certain things that we might want to show. We still do it, but just for footage variety rather than anything else. I much prefer the handheld look nowadays. But yeah, that's essentially how we go about doing an event video. If it has been interesting or insightful or you've got value from it, then hit like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that you're enjoying the videos. Check out all the rest of them on the channel and I will catch you very, very soon. Goodbye.